Too late to clean up and will be gone, and then I am sure you will bleed.
Cat, pause there, buddy. Paused in the middle of the road, man.
There's something wandering across the face of that.
Alright, I don't know if I'm tripping. But this weirdest. She's no. What the fuck is happening? I feel like I'm tripping. Like, what are they looking at? Dude, this is weird as fuck. This is so weird. What's going on? He's like, what the
fuck? Someone explain to me what the fuck this is a shadow of. There's nothing above me.
Over the past few months, countless people have reported a strange, unsettling feeling, as if something in reality itself, something just doesn't add up. Sometimes it's a movie you remember differently, and other times it's something you see that makes absolutely no sense.
Galera, só em Balneário Camboriú, olha só o prédio que saiu, cara. Olha a estrutura que é prédio, uma base de prédio. Olha aqui, ó. Agora dá uma olhada nesse.
And that's exactly what happened to an internet user known as the original philosopher.
Someone explain to me what the...
See, one late night, while heading home, he noticed something unusual on the ground. Something that he could not explain. And curious, he pulled out his camera and started recording. And what he captured was disturbing.
Someone explain to me what the... this is a shadow of. There's nothing above me. It's not from that pole.
A shadow stretching across the pavement. Yeah, there was nothing above to cast it. Nothing at all. No object, no figure. There was nothing there. In the video, he makes it clear that there's no possible source for the shadow. Viewers quickly flooded the comments, urging him to follow it, to see where it led. Oh man. But the more he investigated, the stranger things became.
That's what everyone's been asking for. Follow the shadow.
At one point, he crossed the street to check from another angle. Still nothing. Then, like anyone desperate for answers, anyone out their mind that is, he reached out his arm toward the shadow.
What the Ah.
And to his shock, it seemed to be coming from above, even though there was absolutely nothing in the sky above him. In a follow-up video, he even shined a flashlight on the shadow to prove that it wasn't paint or oil on the ground.
I'm using my flashlight.
I mean, whatever it was, it looked less like a trick of the eye and more like some kind of glitch in this simulation we call reality. But the strangeness, it didn't stop there. See, on October 16th in Denver, Colorado, a woman named Stephanie experienced something equally as disturbing. While waiting in a drive-thru, she noticed a couple in the car next to her, behaving in a weird way. A way that defied logic. According to her, they barely moved. And when they did, their bodies would snap back into the exact same positions, frozen in place for several minutes. She posted the video online where it quickly went viral, racking up millions of views. Theories exploded about this. Some claimed it was a hidden promo for the horror movie Smile, while others thought the couple was simply watching something on the screen. A few commenters swore that they could see another figure lurking in the back seat, though nothing obvious was ever really confirmed. Still, the setting didn't make sense for a movie stunt. It was a random drive-thru, not a public place where a marketing team would set up a scene. And this wasn't the first time people had captured something like this. In fact, videos of people seemingly freezing in place have been surfacing more and more.
Cat pause there, buddy. Paused in the middle of the road, man. What the f*** is going on? This f***'s on AFK. Whoever the f***'s controlling him. What the? What the?
How many people just don't?
What is he doing?
Why is she frozen? Bro, I'm tripping. What? The fuck?
No, literally.
Wait.
What the fuck is
Babe, stop cussing. Wait, she's not moving at all.
That's what I'm saying. What is going on here?
What is she looking at?
What is she doing?
That's actually really
That's
concerning.
very creepy. I don't know what's going on. You know, I've seen a lot of TikToks with like glitches in the Matrix, but this got to be top dog for me.
Oh my god.
No, seriously, this is a glitch. Like, no one is standing that perfect with their legs crossed. I'm just being.
Look at this guy.
I want to see if he see. Look at him. No. Is no one noticing this? Look, is no one seeing this? What is going on? Look, even
that's
looking.
crazy.
No, she's looking. Look. Oh.
What?
Alright, I'm tripping. This weirdest. She's no. What the f is happening?
One particularly eerie clip filmed in downtown Austin, Texas, by a woman named Yes DJ AJ. It shows multiple people in a park standing completely still, staring at nothing, unmoving, as if locked in some invisible loop, like on replay. These people look like NPCs.
I feel like I'm tripping. Like, what are they looking at? What is he looking at? Are they stuck? Dude, this is weird as f***. It's so weird. What's going on? He's like, what the f***?
For minutes, they didn't react at all, leaving witnesses completely unnerved. It's like they're stuck, one voice says on the recording.
What are they looking at? What is he looking at? Are they stuck?
Events like these have fueled speculation that what we're seeing is more than just coincidence. That perhaps, just maybe, reality itself is showing cracks. A glitch in the Matrix.
What is she looking at?
What is she doing?
That's actually really concerning.
Very creepy. I don't know
Closing all of a sudden.
I'm sharing this with us.
Sent the following footage by a person that goes by John. It was filmed on one of the mountain peaks along the Wasatch Front mountain range. The guys that filmed it were down in the valley, 4,200 feet elevation, and zoomed in on a peak, 9,000 feet elevation. They did their best to film this creature running horizontal, then vertical up the steep, snow-swept mountainside using a spotting telescope, and they had to zoom in over 3 miles at least to capture this creature that is easily and quickly traversing in around 90 inches of snow. This is how a large man looks hiking in 18 inches of snow. Now compare it to this creature running in 90 inches of snowpack. Just amazing footage. Big, big difference.
Alright guys, we went up and went looking for Sasquatch, and I'm gonna tell you this.
On February 9th, 2023, a YouTube channel called Fisher's Fishing and Hunting was hiking near Mount Ogden, part of the Wasatch Mountain Range in Utah. It was a freezing but clear and sunny day, and they were out capturing the beauty of the landscape until something completely unexpected caught their attention. See, off in the distance, on a peak close to theirs, they noticed something that looked like a giant humanoid figure that was climbing rapidly up the snowy slope.
No, fuck, wait. No, wait. Babe, come here. Hurry.
And in disbelief, they grabbed their cameras and zoomed in as far as they could. And the footage is startling.
That motherfucker over, dude.
There's something wandering across the face of that.
At first glance, it appears to be just a person making their way up the mountain, but when you look closer, the figure's moving far too quickly, man. Almost unnaturally fast, despite trudging through the heavy snow. Even more unsettling, when the figure's size is compared to the nearby trees, it seems, it seems much taller than any normal human. And naturally, this sparked a wave of speculation online. Like, was this shit Bigfoot? Or perhaps some kind of unknown giant creature? And if that wasn't strange enough, things escalated the very next day. On February 10th, an internet personality known as The Muscle, who lives near the area, decided to investigate. And I guess after seeing the viral video, he took his helicopter and flew over Mount Ogden to search for answers.
Alright guys, we went up and went looking for Sasquatch because there was a sighting, and I'm gonna tell you this, you're definitely gonna want to watch the video. I gotta say this, I didn't believe in Sasquatch until today.
This man discovered only deepened the mystery of this whole thing. But from the air, he spotted something chilling. He spotted 2 sets of footprints in the snow. On the left, what appeared to be normal human tracks, but on the right, towering beside them, were massive footprints, far larger than any human could make, man. It looked as though the mysterious giant caught on camera had been stalking or following someone through these mountains, and these footprints might be legit evidence of that.
That motherfucker. There's something wandering across the face of that.
Alright, so I want you guys to picture this. You step outside on a bright sunny day, expecting clear blue skies and soft white clouds drifting overhead. But what you get instead? The very first thing you notice is something that honestly defies all explanation. It looks like a cloud, but somehow it isn't. It's almost as if reality itself has glitched. And that's exactly what happened on June 5th in Georgia, when an internet user known as Sam778 captured a bizarre sight on video.
What am I seeing? What was that, bro? I don't know if it'll do it again. Or if I'm tripping, I don't know. It's like a... Oh my god, what was that? What the heck, bro?
Seeing the footage, a radiant streak of light can be seen darting and shifting inside the clouds, and it's curious and unsettled. Sam shared the clip online, hoping to learn whether what he had witnessed might have been some sort of alien phenomenon or not. And at first glance, it certainly has an otherworldly quality about it, but scientists do have a name for this spectacle: a crown flash. See, according to one theory, it occurs when ice crystals rapidly realign due to fluctuating electrical fields, something often tied to nearby thunderstorms. And speaking of which, when listening to Sam's video, you can clearly hear the rumble of an approaching storm.
What am I seeing?
So, I guess mystery solved, right? Well, not quite. The earliest known description of a crown flash dates back to 1885. When it was reported in a monthly weather review. And nearly a century later, in 1971, it appeared again in Nature magazine. And then again in 2009, a sudden wave of crown flash videos began popping up on YouTube. And oddly enough, that's nearly the full extent of its documented history. Like, period. Very few official reports exist about these things at all. And it's this lack of records, lack of consistency, that has led some to believe that there's much more to the story than what we know. In fact, certain videos have fueled theories that these flashes aren't just natural events at all. Could be manifestations of mysterious plasma entities. And some even think angelic beings appearing in the skies above.
Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Check this out. Oh my goodness. What the hell?
While there are a handful of recordings online about these, the phenomenon itself is extremely rare. Seems like once every 100 years type of rare. And scientists still cannot explain exactly why this happens, or predict when it will occur again, at least last that I checked. That sense of unpredictability only makes it more captivating, to be honest. So the question remains about this world mystery. What's truly behind these crown flashes? And why do they occur so infrequently? And why does it seem like we only started to hear about these in recent years? Chile is one of the few places on Earth that actually naturally makes you reflect on the universe. From the Atacama Desert to the Andes Mountains, Chile is a land of breathtaking beauty and rich culture. Yet beneath all of that wonder there's also an undeniable strangeness to it. See, visitors, they often report eerie feelings of being watched out there. And since the 1960s, Chile has become a hotspot for unusual sightings and baffling encounters.
Ahí sí llega el pinche zoom. La verga. Su madre. Se está moviendo esa chingadera.
Weón, cabros. Qué wea. Es mierda esa wea. Qué chucha. Esas luces se están moviendo, weón. Este weón se dieron la vuelta por allá. Así. Hasta acá.
I mean, take 1977, for example. Workers near El Yoso Dam claimed that they saw a massive metallic object hovering silently above the area. I mean, the sight was so terrifying to them that many of them fled in panic. From that point onward, reports of unexplained lights and mysterious phenomena only increased. Then, in 2002, a family visiting the Strait of Magellan in southern Chile recorded one of the most unsettling videos ever captured on the subject. It was the afternoon of February 17th when Francisco Javier's uncle and his family spotted something extraordinary, a massive object emerging from the sea.
¿Cómo apareció de repente?
No sé.
No se aprecia lo que sea, no. Es algo raro que vemos ahí, pero no se aprecia que lo sea. Pero tenemos
Ay, tú ya.
no posible que sea un submarino.
At first, they assumed it was a submarine, but that theory quickly fell apart when this submarine began rising and sinking in unnatural ways, even shifting colors as it moved, something the average submarine could and would not do. A few minutes later, the object rose again. At that exact moment, a streak of light shot across the sky, and barely noticeable unless the footage was slowed down. And the shit zipped by so quickly that many people missed it entirely. Was it just a camera glitch? I mean, possibly. This was 2002 after all. But it looked, I don't know, it looked far too solid to dismiss this so easily. The strange craft then shifted into a glowing, bluish hue, before slowly sinking beneath the waves and disappearing completely. When the video was uploaded to YouTube, it caught widespread attention, of course. Many viewers agreed that this was not a submarine at all, but most likely a USO, an unidentified submerged object. Some locals even claimed in the comments that they had seen similar phenomena in the region. And digging further, people online discovered that the Strait of Magellan has always carried an air of mystery, named after the famed explorer Ferdinand Magellan, who navigated these waters in the 1500s. The area has a history steeped in legend, and during his journey, Magellan himself wrote of encounters of what he described as giants among the indigenous people as well, adding yet another layer of strangeness to this region. And when you realize just how close this place lies to Antarctica, a whole complete land of its own mysteries, the puzzle of this only deepens further. But Chile isn't the only place where strange sightings happen. In October 2024, a Reddit user going by the name of Comprehensive Cry 1509 shared footage of something equally unexplainable. While sitting with a friend near a cave in Tenerife, Spain, he noticed an eerie light glowing in the ocean. And at first, the two assumed it was a diver. Tenerife is, after all, a popular diving destination. But the light soon vanished and it never returned. If it truly was a diver, then they would have needed a flashlight to navigate at night. And not only that, the way the light moved before suddenly shutting off was so unnatural. Almost deliberate, honestly. Like it was on purpose. And many commenters agree, whatever was captured in that video was not ordinary. And many of the commenters agreed, whatever was captured in that video, it wasn't ordinary. When it comes to unexplained sightings, there have been plenty over the years. Strange events that leave people scratching their heads.
你来看，这是个什么东西啊？妈，你先别说话，妈，你先别说话。妈妈，你别说，我就不会给这个钱呢。妈妈，你别说话了。
But in one case, caught on camera, it looks like something straight out of an Alfred Hitchcock film.
And that was my room full of birds.
In October, a user by the name of Greedy810 or 810 and her boyfriend were enjoying themselves aboard the Carnival Freedom cruise ship near Cape Canaveral. Everything seemed perfectly normal at first, until a bird unexpectedly flew into their cabin.
Gotta catch him, Mom. Oh, they got another one. They got another one.
And it seemed harmless, of course, until moments later, when dozens more followed, and then hundreds. And before anybody else knew it, their room was swarming with birds.
Man, that was my room full of birds.
Baby, you okay? Baby, where you at? Oh my God, baby, where you at?
The bizarre video shows flocks of birds circling chaotically inside the cabin, as though these things had lost all sense of direction. It's strange, right? But the story, it didn't end there. Soon, videos began to surface across social media showing the exact same phenomenon on other cruise ships around Florida as well.
I mean, the birds out here, man, I'm talking about, they done flew all the folks.
I've never seen this before. First time. What do you think it is?
Massive swarms of birds, sometimes in the thousands, were seen engulfing ships, with some of these birds even plummeting from the sky mid-flight.
Yeah, I never seen like this. Too much bird.
It's the moth too.
Yeah, but the moth, it's even the moth. That's what doesn't make sense.
I never been like this.
The guy, he said he's never seen this before. He works here.
Me too also.
You work here?
Yeah, but I never seen like this
Never
before.
seen like
yes.
this?
At first, researchers pointed towards the weather. Of course, a major storm was nearby at the time, and apparently when air pressure drops, birds, who are extremely sensitive to these changes, tend to fly closer to the ground to avoid dangerous conditions. So by that logic, the swarms of birds were simply reacting to the storm, no? Seems reasonable. Well, maybe not though. What made this event even more unsettling was that it wasn't just birds. Reports began pouring in of insects falling from the sky as well.
Too much bird.
It's the moth too.
Yeah, but the moth.
What's even weirder is that they die flying. They die
Yeah,
flying.
they're just what about the moths?
That's true.
They should be dying.
Both passengers and crew members claimed they had never seen anything like it before. Seemed almost biblical.
Yeah, not normal. You've not seen this before.
Yeah, I never seen like this.
Yeah, I've never seen this before. First time. What do you think it is?
So what exactly happened here? Some theories online suggest a sudden magnetic anomaly, or perhaps a powerful atmospheric shift that managed to disorient these animals. Yet, despite these possibilities, no real clear explanation has ever been confirmed. And what's even stranger about all of this is that this isn't the first time such an event has been reported. So now the question is, was this a freak weather event, a natural phenomenon, something we still don't fully understand? Or was there something more mysterious at play here? What do you guys think? In January 2018, at around 1:30 a.m. in the morning, something bizarre happened near Lake Quinault in Washington. See, within a 1-mile radius, hundreds of trees suddenly snapped in half. Like, there was no storm, no microburst, no strong winds at all. There was nothing that could reasonably explain the destruction that happened here. As if something unseen had torn through the forest in an instant, possibly outside of view. Until this day, no official cause has been given for this incident as well. Theories range from the mundane, old trees or animals rushing down the hillside, all the way to the extraordinary, including aliens and a UFO crash landing. While digging deeper into this mystery, people have discovered that events like this, though rare, have definitely occurred before. One of the most famous examples happened on the morning of June 30th in 1908 in Siberia. Millions of trees were flattened in what we now call the Tunguska event. The widely accepted explanation is that a meteor exploded in the atmosphere, sending a shockwave from the atmosphere that was strong enough to snap trees for miles. But that too is still only a theory.
I never heard wind like that. It felt like it was a downdraft.
Every last one of the light poles.
Now, fast forward back to just a few years ago. On July 1st, hundreds of power lines were mysteriously snapped apart. I'm talking entire trees were ripped clean from the ground, roots and all. Thousands of residents were left in the dark without electricity or anything.
Las Vegas. We are on Tropicana in front of the Walmart. Every last one of the light poles, the electricity poles are down. This goes for miles. We ain't got no power. I don't know what the hell is going on. This goes for miles, y'all.
The official explanation: a rare dry microburst struck Las Vegas, unleashing wind gusts of up to 70 miles per hour. But for many who were actually there, the story didn't quite add up.
Oh my god!
See, witnesses describe the event as unnaturally sudden and precise.
I recorded that whole thing. I recorded it.
More like the jolt of an earthquake than the chaotic force of some storm. They weren't buying the microburst theory. And it wasn't long before social media lit up with theories. Some people dismissed it as a freak weather event, but many others, including myself, felt there was something more to this.
Look at this one, came all the way out the ground. Big as hell. That is crazy. The ground didn't even move this motherfucker. Shook the ground.
And when you actually look into the footage closely, you'll begin to notice something unsettling. Entire houses and buildings stood untouched. A scene pulled straight out of Stranger Things. There were no scattered debris, no mess of broken branches or leaves, just perfectly uprooted trees and power lines, sliced in half as though by design or something. Things became even stranger when a Twitter user shared a video of power lines collapsing in real time. Yet, no apparent visible wind was noticeable. And checking weather reports, yeah, there was some wind that day, but nowhere near the 70 miles per hour that was reported. The people there were not buying it. In some clips, you can watch trees shake violently, while the leaves around them remain completely still. In other words, the ground seems to react, but the air is calm.
Rain in here, sunny there. Rain in here, sunny.
These details have led many to wonder, like, was this really a natural wind event? Or was this shit something artificial? And like a lot of people speculate, that the burst may have been generated or directed by some unknown technology, very similar to what theorists believed happened back in Hawaii a few years ago. But as you look back on the timeline of this, back further, the story of this thing only grew stranger.
Hold on. They want us to believe that a dust storm in Vegas caused all of that damage out of nowhere. To me, what it looks like anyways, okay, is like the equivalent of like a crop circle, but in the streets with power lines and poles. That's literally.
So we've had a mass UFO sighting here in the United States, today being Thursday, June 26th.
Just a week before the Las Vegas incident on June 26th, a massive fireball was spotted blazing across the skies of Georgia and South Carolina. Witnesses described it streaking southwest at incredible speed, around 30,000 miles per hour apparently. That same week, similar sightings were reported all across the United States.
Oh, I'm recording. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm getting this on video. Wait, what? I had over 60.
You can't see it, but there's like a reflective ball just spinning and flying. What the is that, bruh?
In several of the clips, helicopters were seen circling the glowing objects, as if they were tracking these things.
What is that? Never seen something like this. There's like tens of thousands of these reflective objects in the air. I thought they were birds at first, but looking closer, it's literally just these reflective objects.
What the dude?
And in one video recorded in Seven Lakes, New York.
What the? Just floating. What?
An enormous, unidentified object appears to hover motionless above the woods. Now, I can't say for certain if any of these strange sightings are connected to what happened in Las Vegas that year, but the timing is impeccable, man. A massive fireball races southwest on June 26th, and then only days later, an unexplained atmospheric event devastates part of the city. Could Las Vegas have been hit by the same kind of atmospheric burst thought to have caused Tunguska in 1908? Or was it all a coincidence?